being the young person having the boyfriend that my mother didn't agree, and being the mother that didn't agree about the boyfriend. So I can answer this question because I've been in both sides. I would urgently encourage you to look at what's really going on around you with this person, that your parents don't want you with them. Okay? Are they hindering you? Are they stopping you from doing what God's called you to do? That's the most important. Forget about everything else. Are they hindering your walk, your spiritual walk? Okay? Because the most important thing in life is your spiritual walk. Because when you fix your spiritual walk, I guarantee you everything else is going to come correctly in God.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
So I encourage you, just watch who you hang out with. Just watch them. Just watch what they do, how they do it, and just ask God to reveal to you why is the reason your parents or whoever doesn't want you with this person. And I guarantee you, God is going to reveal it to you. Amen?
Amen.
It says, how do we try and love people who we know lie to us specifically? What can we do for God when we don't know what we should do? Okay, there's two questions here. Okay? I'm going to give this one to you now. What can we do for God when we don't know what to do? Okay? And then, I believe, Brianna, I'm going to give you this one. Okay, answer this. What will you do if you recently lost your best friend and feel like you never had anyone close enough to talk to or something in a time of need?
What you want to do is first pray to God for healing, because I bet that they mean the world to you now. They're backstabbing you in the back. I've been there, done that. It hurts. And for the part that says, I feel like you've never had anyone close enough to talk to or something in times of need. Another thing is to pray, because even though they left you, God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So he was your first best friend.
Amen.
Before they came.
Amen.
Amen.
What she said is so true. Because, like I told you earlier, if they leave you, it's because they were not your true friend. Because a true friend will be with you by your side through thick and thin, in and outs, ups and downs. I have a motto. If I can benefit from you, I don't want you to be my friend. People look at me from the world, look at me and say, you know what? She just wants things from me. No. I know the kind of friend I can be. I pray for you, I help you, I lift you up. When you're down, I'm there for you. When you're up, I'm there for you. Why should I have a friend that frustrates me and stresses me out, don't pray for me and don't help me in my need, or help me when I'm happy, or just is taking from me? You don't want people like that. You want people that are going to lift you up and going to be there when you really need them. Not when if people can walk away from you, they were not planned for the rest of your future. Amen?
Amen.
Okay. What time is it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do like two more, and then... Who do I ask for help. I'm gonna get that one to you, Brianna. And then after that, you can piggyback for her. Why is it that God gives you what you ask for when you don't want it anymore? Okay? And then why is it that bad things happen to nice people? And that's you. So you go first. The second one, the last one.
The first person that you will want to ask help for is really God. When you're tempted, don't let the enemy feed more into your spirit. Because it's like, if he has your mind, then he has everything. First, when you feel that thought, think of happy things, and then go to God for help. He's the only help that you can really have. And I would go to my mom because she's more worthy to me, and then also read your word about temptation and temptation.
Question of why is it that bad things happen to the nicest of people? I believe that, what I'm thinking of bad is like when, either sickness or death or whatever it may be that is considered bad. I believe we're in a fallen world and things happen that we don't understand. But God has a reason for it all. I believe that God sees what's going on, and it's not that it's explainable. I mean, certain things have a reason for it happening. I mean, sickness. I mean, I know people get sick. Once again, we're in a fallen world. So with the fallen world, there comes sickness, it comes death, it comes things that we just can't explain, but God is there, to pick us up and lift us up and carry us through it all. But with that, I mean, can't explain why bad things happen to the nicest of people, just that God is there, He's gonna take care of the situation.
Amen.
A lot of people ask me why bad things happen to good people. The best answer I give them is that we would never understand in our flesh. But I believe that one day we will stand before our Father and He will explain to us exactly why either death came upon our mothers or our fathers or our brothers or sisters or a family member. Maybe we won't ever understand while we're standing on earth. But I know that one day, God will answer your question. Because maybe our flesh can handle the answer. And that's why we can understand why people die or why people go to heaven and leave us. And we want them to stay here, and we think it's bad, but sometimes they're sick, and maybe the best thing for them is to go home with the Lord. And because it says, absence from the body is presence with the Lord. So, you know what? If my flesh can't handle my sickness, let me go. Amen?
Amen.
And the temptations, you just need to be careful with temptation. Amen. I'm going to try to go quicker. Go ahead.
Okay. My question, right, from why does God give you what you ask for when you don't want anymore? I guess my answer to that question would be, you have to think about it. Maybe at that time whatever you were asking for, it could have destroyed you. It could have made you, stray away from God. His word says that He will never give you more than you can handle. So maybe at that time, you couldn't handle it. And you have to ask, where was your heart at when you were asking Him for this? Was it to glorify Him or to glorify yourself, to impress other people? In His word, He says to ask Him anything in His name and He will do it for you. But it also says it has to be according to His will. And we just have to understand that sometimes, maybe it was not His will for us to have, the money or the car that we asked for or whatever. But we also have to remember that all things work for the good of those who love Him, and He loves you too. He knows what's good for you because He's the perfect Father, That's it.
I'm going to take it back quick, because there's a couple of them that I'm interested in what they say. And one is, what if you start liking the other sex? I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna encourage you tonight. Okay? Liking the other opposite sex, the same sex as you, okay, is an abomination to the Lord. It's not something that you were born with. It's not something that's how God created you, okay? I always tell my kids and the kids that I'm spiritual parents to is that you tell me who you hang out with and you tell me who you are. And the reason why I say that is because once you hang out with somebody, just look at your friend. You're going to start talking like them, you're going to start walking like them, you're going to start acting like them. And if you don't like makeup and they wear makeup, guess what? You're going to start liking makeup. If they smoke, guess what? You're going to start smoking. If they like girls and young girls, you're going to start liking girls. So in God's eyes, it's called an abomination. Not to say that He hates you, He hates the sin. That's a sin. Amen?
Amen.
I can get into and preach all about that, just in one service. But I can encourage you, pray about it, okay? Stay away from that person. If that's how the feelings you got, let me tell you, it's a feeling, is a spirit. You see, most people don't teach that to kids. It's a spirit, and it's a stronghold. When I say it's a stronghold, it brings you down. Amen?
Amen.
It might not sound like it's important, but I think it's important to me. Is someone says, what happens if I start skipping school? If you start skipping school and lying to your mother that you're playing hooky, what do you think you're gonna get out of that? A, you lied. You didn't go to school. You didn't learn anything that day. And who you hanging out with that is allowing you to skip school? Would you think is a good person? No. Because a good person wouldn't allow you to skip school. He will want you to have wisdom and knowledge. And for you to get wisdom and knowledge, you get it in school, not skipping school. The only things you're going to get skipping school is either you're going to get pregnant eventually because you're going to end up having sex with somebody if you skip school with a boy. I'll be honest with you. I can't be more clear than what we are today. You're either going to get it on drugs because nothing good comes out of it. You're either going to get in trouble Because if the cops see you in the street, guess what they're going to do? They're going to pick you up and take you to a precinct. So would you want to put your parents through that?